California, California, ayy.
California, no place like California.
C-A, all day. C-A, D-M-V-N-I-A, C-A. Sean.
It's in my bones, it's in my soul.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL sends us to the state of Michigan as we are inside Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today, our Thanksgiving coverage continues with a good one here between the Buffalo Bills and the Detroit Lions. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. One man in the backfield. That's McCoy. They go play action here on first down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
So the defense forces a 3 and out, but they got some help along the way. They threw it on first down, and when they were unsuccessful, it became 2nd and long. Didn't get it again on another pass. Went 3rd and long, and they almost had to put it in the air. They may want to rethink some strategy going forward.
So here's the veteran Drew Butler on to kick it away. This is brought in at the 21. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return, and the Lions will take over. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4.
Lucky 56. All right, here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So the offense needing 4 yards. It's 3rd down.
Over. All right, here we go. 3.
On play action. They'll throw. He'll buy some time right. He may try and run for this. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down.
Now, this is a feeling I can relate to all too well. Deflation on 3rd and short. Excellent coverage. Took away all the short routes, but the one person who wasn't accounted for, the quarterback. And he used his legs to hot-foot it for a first down.
Here we go. Green, 39.
Now they'll run it on the toss. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. The corner, Stephon Gilmore, on the stop. Now it's 2nd and 7. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Time running out here on the play clock. And they'll go on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. There were a couple holes there, partner. Was that zone coverage?
That's exactly what it was, Brandon. When you see man-to-man, that defender runs with the receiver. In this case, they were just taking care of their zone coverages, their responsibilities on the field, and the offense found the open space.
Here we go.
5 yards to go for the offense. First down and goal from that. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, that turned out how they wanted. Run the toss play to the left side, go for that pylon, get in there.
And just being able to understand where the pylon was and sneak it in there, well done, well executed.
It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions defense gearing up as they take the field. They were able to force that 3 and out. That led to a touchdown. Defenses obviously love 3 and outs. They want more of that.
They created a very short and not too sweet stint for the offense by getting them off the field that fast. But it set up their own offense, gave them a little spark, and they took it downfield and scored.
Now the question, can they do it again? Let's see. Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Come on, let's go!
Now Jones out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though. Huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Throwing, Jones. Finding time. And under the line Lions pressure. He's brought down. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense. 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
It's taken to the 26. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Second down and just 1. They'll come out in the pistol.
Blue 90. Blue 90. No. Check. Patriot. Watch him now, Barney.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. A very solid gain of 27. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
Tony Girard-Eddy in on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he finds a man on the crossing route. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
And the offense in that middle ground here on 3rd down. 5 yards to go. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. We saw 5 receivers out there. 3rd down from that distance. You had to think quick pass. They were able to get it done.
No doubt about it. Everything went quickly on that play. The processing, getting the ball out, getting it to the proper target, and picking up the first down. Hard to defend. Maybe your only hope is get your hands in the passing lane on the pass rush and try and bat it away.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. First and goal from the 8. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
The gun. They'll look to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Simple slant route, and part of a really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he has his receiver. That's Jones. Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Partner, nothing complicated here. This is just a pretty simple drag route.
You're exactly right, Brandon. Instead of throwing it downfield, they just throw it underneath and let the receiver do the work.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. They'll come out in the pistol. On the counter, here's McCoy. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. So we're through a quarter here on Thanksgiving Day. 14-0 is our score. We're back to the Motor City after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
The NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Head & Shoulders. Shoulders were made for...
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
Come on, let's go!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he goes out right around the 39. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Ezekiel Ansah coming in to drop it for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Drew Butler now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
This is taken at the 15. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way, because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
So second down, 3 yards to go now.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go. All right, here we go. 3-19.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And that one results in 35 yards.
That was good coverage that was defeated by someone who just wanted the ball more, and it resulted in a big gain downfield.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
All right, here we go. 3-19. Over.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. A couple of Bills team up to bring him down there.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First-level defensive line, second-level linebackers, third-level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first-level run, and it was stopped by a second-level player.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. Watch it now, Barney. Leopard.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
So here we go, a third down after the second down pass completion.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll set up to throw. And he connects with Ebron. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
I'd love to sit down at some point in our offseason and talk to these defensive coordinators in the red zone. Tight end is obviously a big threat, yet these guys continue to make plays. Is there any other way to stop them?
Apparently not. In the red zone, like you said, that's your guy that got it to him.
Supreme confidence in going to a playmaker.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A lot of people call the toss a probing play to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
Play action. They'll throw. They'll roll him out right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on fourth down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this one.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open. Now second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Let's go. What?
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Now Jones. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. And that brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And it's taken in at the 9. A great return there of 22 yards. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one. The Bills bring out a couple of extra defensive backs to defend this 3rd down play.
Yeah, they're going dime. They'll set up a throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handed to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a 1st down. To me, that's a superior play by the backer because he was allowed to, I think, run free on it and make that play. His defensive linemen, they covered things down for him because offensive guys, the linemen, what they're trying to do, as you know, is block the guy at the point of attack and then climb to the next level and get the linebacker. And you're not allowed to climb. You got a free hitter, and that's what we saw there. And a really nice play resulted for them.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
So completion on 2nd down, that brings up 3rd.
Leopard! Here we go now! No, check! Patriot!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. It took him less time than that to get the top speed and complete that play.
Now Prater to add the PAT. And the lead is now 24. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Bills' offense comes out ready to take over. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Throwing Jones. He's got time in the pocket. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, the great coach said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Second and 10, he'll look to throw again. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And they're going to speed things up here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Back to throw now on second and 10. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Now Jones, and he hits his man, Matthews. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Simple slant route, and it works to perfection.
And when you're a big-bodied receiver, you use it like it's a basketball play. Body the defender away and catch the football.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's got time. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Matthews that time, and it's third down. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And down he goes. A sack. They sack him back across midfield at about the 48-yard line. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Drew Butler now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. And some room to maneuver. And a cutback right sideline. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Lions have got it on cruise control. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. McCoy. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Lions have done a good job making the plays they need to in order to get out to a big lead. The Bills will have to make some adjustments before the second half gets underway. So here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Taking a look now, early first quarter. The quick pass and completion is made, and he'll end up at the 30-yard line before being tackled. Later on the drive, run play coming up here, and he caps off the 7-play drive with a score. That takes the lead up to 7. Third, after the short pass, he'll score. Lions up by 2 touchdowns. Third down from the 48. The connection will be made from the gun. And this 5-play drive goes for a touchdown. Lions go up by 24. First and 10. He'll jet out to the right on the run, and he'll go for a score. Lions in control. So that'll bring our halftime report to a close. We'll go back now to Ford Field for the start of the third quarter.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the Bills defense, they make their way back out there. They're losing here as we begin the third quarter, trying to stop this from being a bigger deficit.
I used to play for a coach who always talked about getting the other team's attention. And in this case, they want to let them know that you're going to do the dictating from here on out, not the other way around.
Trying to impose their will as we start the third.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. Give them 11 on the gain there. And it's good enough for a Detroit first down. And the confidence from last week carrying over to this week.
2 weeks in a row. And I have to admit, last week, I thought they were going to really struggle running the football. I thought that they had a real challenge on their hands, and they more than met it and created big-time openings that he just absolutely hurdled through. And they figured, why not? Let's carry it forward this week. Again, the same thing. All the blocking schemes are there. I think they've really done a great job. That B-gap between the guard and the tackle has been there all game for them, and they continue to exploit it.
And he's just going downhill.
Not only downhill, but with incredible, incredible force.
On a delay of game there, they could not get the playoff in time.
Frustrating for the head coach, frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
Still first down.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Only 2 yards on the completion at second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Out of the gun now on third down. And that is incomplete.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
Here's Sam Martin now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Come on, let's go. Brand 38. Hey, Brand 38.
A give to McCoy. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on third and a tough 9.
Now, that result is no surprise. This team is bringing back memories of what? The 85 Bears, the 2000 Ravens. Those teams were so great against the run, they made you abandon any plans of doing that when you played against them.
Throwing Jones. Right side complete. That's Woods. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 20. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bills now making their way back out onto the field. They forced the punt the last time, got off the field. I'm sure some of your D coordinators through the years, you liked when you heard those words, get off the field.
Oh, there's no doubt.
Or maybe you didn't like it when you heard those words.
It depended on when they were yelling them. But in this situation, absolutely perfect. Get off the field, force a punt, let the offense take over and do their thing, and it resulted in a field goal.
Now we'll see if they can do that again. They'll try and start this drive. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Naturally, we're going to say it was a poor pass, but the defensive guys say it was just a great play by them. They broke on the football, picked it off, and gave some momentum to their team.
And here comes the Lions defensive unit. They trot back out onto the field. Their stay on the field last time was short-lived with a 3-and-out. Let's see if they can get some more of that.
And ordinarily, you want to be on the field playing, right? But 3-and-outs, that's almost gold to a defense. Get to the bench, get some rest, turn the ball over to your offense.
We'll see what they can do here, see if they can force another 3-and-out. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Whether they deserve credit or not, the defense is going to take credit for that incompletion because it always feels good when you slow down an offense.
Here we go! Ohio!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Wasn't that long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from the college game. But one thing that has crept in there is spreading things out, opening things up, not even just in tempo, but maybe getting better line splits and spreading the field. I think that would be a great strategy right now to try and open things up in the run game.
Now Jones. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Receivers work all the time on making sure they catch the ball, haul it into their bodies before they turn and run. A little bit of loss of focus on that play.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. A chance for us to look now at the Bills' defense. They're hoping to keep this margin right where it is, trailing 3rd quarter. Don't want to get down anymore.
You're exactly right. They're in no position to give up any more points. They have to keep it in a spot where if their offense does catch a spark and get hot, they've got a chance to come back and win this game.
I guess the word manageable, you always want to keep it manageable, right?
Make sure that the game doesn't get away, and mentally you look up at the scoreboard and say, there's no chance of us coming back.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Hurry up, here we go! Blue 90!
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
On play action, they'll throw. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective. When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The play clock's running down. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. Play clock hit 0. Don't know what went wrong there, Charles, but it's going to cost them 5 yards.
Has to be some organization from the sideline. Sometimes when you're trying to decide on what play to send in, the play caller has to move a little bit faster.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, here we go. Detroit!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he couldn't corral it. It falls down incomplete, but maybe not a big deal given this big lead. Now it's Matt Prater on for the Lion field goal try. This a 33-yard attempt. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And here come the Bills. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right. And that's another stop for the defense, something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
One man in the backfield. That's McCoy. And he'll get it up the middle. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they've made some good adjustments, though. He's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? Rocking and rolling. They came out, made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing them all sorts of trouble. Well, if you like the guys who run the ball, you're enjoying watching this. But the other guys, especially the defense coordinator, trying to figure out an answer on how to slow down the running game, I think maybe starts to call more blitzes, because you can call run blitzes in order to try and get more people to the point of attack.
3 yards to go here on second down.
Back 99, Philly, here we go. Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, Green 39. Over.
Play clock winding down. They'll set up to throw. His throw incomplete. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this. You're back now at Ford Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Fresh set of downs here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 17 that time. And the Lions are going to have a first.
When the coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the 4th quarter, they're really excited, because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock, because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football?
And they'll get him down here at about the 42. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
That was a good, strong run there. While it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
Back to throw here. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Lions just continue to pour it on.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
She's singing, too.
Oh, she's singing. She's
on, like, the 5th tune at
yeah,
this point.
she left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And getting set to go again, here's the Lions defense. They were able to force the 3-and-out last time, led to the punt, and then led to a touchdown for their crew. So they'll be looking for a little bit more of that, Charles.
Well, I think that they created the spark with the 3-and-out. Gave a little momentum to their offense. They said, all right, appreciate it, guys. And they took the ball downfield and stuck it in the end zone.
And that defense wasn't out there long. They'll be trying to keep it short here. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Throwing, Jones. Escapes the sack. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs. They'll set up a throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. And it's 4th down.
It appears that the pressure is affecting him today. Normally, he knows exactly when to get rid of the football. But today, because he's been hit a few times, he's getting rid of it a little bit too quickly.
Taking it about the 16. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And Detroit getting set to go now. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball. Being one of the best in the game, he tries to make himself better. Almost like those great basketball players. I remember hearing about Kobe Bryant wanting to add something to his game every offseason. Magic Johnson, what do I need to work on to get better? Michael Jordan had that fadeaway before his career was over. Those are the best. Even though they're at the top of their game, they find ways to get better.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that. 3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his right. He can run for it, and he will. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Now, that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a 1st down.
On 1st down, Abdullah. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll try to run it in with Abdullah. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
All right, here we go.
And from the 3 now, it's 2nd and goal. They run with Abdullah. Time for a break. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. Looked like they had a window to get that in there, but a good job rallying defensively.
Excellent timing, no pass interference. The hit jars it loose, and now they force them into a decision. Do you go for it on 4th down or kick the field goal?
So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Yeah, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Certainly not the numbers that he was hoping for. Rough last week, rough again here.
And I've got to tell you, I'm surprised, because I'm used to guys bouncing back from tough performances, but right now it appears he's in a little bit of a rut. So whoever the guy is on the team that he trusts the most, whether it's the coordinator, the quarterback's coach, one of his friends.
Pep talk?
Yeah, it's pep talk time. It's time to get into his head a little bit and try and see if he can get him straightened out. And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Third down, 15 yards still needed. Now Jones. surveying the field. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is fielded at the 7. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. A chance for us now to look at this Bills defense again. And not a good performance by them or by their offense, for that matter. It just hasn't been a good game.
And it's real easy at this point to point fingers. Hey, you guys didn't get a whole lot done today. Didn't give us much of a cushion. But the truth of the matter is, having played defense, your pride says whatever your offense gives you, you're supposed to allow 1 point less. So they're going to feel like they let them down as well.
Yeah, I guess fingers could be pointed on both sides. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that, plus 3.
The storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column too.
So for the Lions, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Bills, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the